Hey family, this is Paula G and this is Fit at 60 and Beyond. You don't have to be 60 or beyond. We just challenge you to be fit. Mind, body, soul, spirit, a holistic fitness. And in this season that we're in, we find ourselves in really a challenging position as far as our peace of mind is concerned, and as far as our visions and dreams and hopes and goals and all of those things. Right now we're being so distracted by what's going on, not only nationwide, but what's going on worldwide. A lot of us are dealing with some psychological effects of it, depression, anxiety, stress. Some people are feeling hopelessness. But what I want to share with you today is something that I hope will help you. I was listening to a sermon yesterday, and the bishop was talking about faith. And I've heard like a lot of people have begun to question their faith because their thought is, if God is there, if God is God of the universe, if he's in control of everything, how come all of these terrible things are happening? How come we're just in a spirit of chaos right now? But the bishop reminded us of something, and it really stuck with me yesterday. He started talking about faith and how, we hear it all the time. God said he would never leave us. He would never forsake us. He didn't say it would be easy. He just said he would never leave us nor forsake us, and that it is our faith that will help us navigate through this. And I started thinking about that, and it caused me to look at faith in a different way. Because I was like that. I was like, okay, God, you're in control of everything. Why are you allowing these things to happen? I mean, I have faith in you that you are there and that you are the God of all gods, but this is crazy right here. And then I had to start, I started thinking back through history, 402 years. I started thinking back beyond that to the biblical days. I started thinking about all of the scenarios that we've learned, that we've read about in the Bible, all of the examples of faith and what the people in the Bible did to exercise their faith. And there was one thing that was common that stuck with me. It was that their faith helped them get through whatever the situation was. If it was a war, if it was slaying a giant, whatever it was, if it was a famine, if it was oppression, it was their faith that helped them navigate through. There's no blueprint on this is the first thing you do, and this is the second thing you do to navigate, and this is the third thing, or this is the fourth thing, because each situation is different. And the situation that we're in right now is different as well. So we have to look at our faith in a different way. He never said it would be easy. At least I didn't find it anywhere. If you do, hey, help me out. He never said it would be easy. He just said he would never leave us nor forsake us. So therefore, we have to have the faith to believe that he will not leave us. He will not forsake us. But through our faith, he will help us navigate through this. And as I was reading that, as I was meditating on it, as I was listening to it, it just really gave me a lot of hope and a lot of encouragement. I was out earlier today here in the Atlanta area at one of the protests, and I was just so moved by the energy of all of the people of different walks of life, of different faiths, because they had signs of Black Lives Matter and we must all come together and we must unite, and just all of these encouraging signs. And it gave me hope. It gave me hope that this particular moment in time may be the moment where we all learn to stop and listen to each other. Everyone is talking. Everyone has an opinion about what happened or what is going on or what should happen or how we should get through this or who should lead or who should. All of these different voices is overwhelming. Everybody's talking. Everybody has something to say. But if we can continue to keep the conversations going and be able to come to the table and listen to each other, we're not always all going to agree on what the other person is saying, but we have to at least listen to what the other person is saying and understand what their perspective is, and through the dialogue come together, come to some sort of mutual understanding, mutual agreement. There are people that are doing things, and I guess they think that they're doing things in such a manner that is showing support, but it's really offensive. That may be coming from a place of ignorance out of not knowing, not understanding, not having a history. So rather than get upset and angry with them, we've got to educate them. We've got to teach them. I know it's frustrating because you may think, we're all here on this planet. Surely everyone knows about this particular history, or everyone knows about that particular history, but that is not always the case. That is not always the case. I believe that this time is ripe for conversation, that we all have to be able to come together. And not only this moment in time, but any moment. This could be with family, this could be with friends, this could be with co-workers who, for a long time there may have been dissension, hurt, pain, resentment, anger, whatever it is. And you're finally at the moment where everyone can come together, hopefully sit down and have a conversation. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. I remember when I used to run summer camp programs and some of the other programs, and I have had dissension with staff. I would tell them we would all get in a room. We would all sit down at a table. I'd close the door. I wouldn't lock it, but close the door. Say, nobody's leaving this room until we iron this thing out. And there was a lot of arguing and fussing and cussing. But at the end of the day, everyone's voice was heard, everyone listened, and we came to some sort of agreement. Even if the agreement was to agree to disagree, we all came to the table. And that is the thing that I'm seeing, is that people are coming together for the first time in a long time, uniting across gender, across religion, across race. This is a movement where we are beginning to see people unite. The door is open. The possibilities are there. The possibilities are there for healing. This is an incredibly difficult time. It's overwhelming for all of us, each and every one of us. It is an devastating time. Yet 3 more little girls are without their father. More family members are left to mourn their loved one and watch the demise of their loved one over and over and over again on video or television, or however they may wind up seeing it. It's this moment in time is such a difficult moment, but it's also an opportunity, again, for us to come together, for us to heal, for us to unite. It is not going to be an easy journey. It's going to take some time, y'all. It's going to take some time, and we've got to be patient. But we've also got to have to listen to each other and embrace each other's opinions, viewpoints, so that we can begin to have this dialogue, continue this dialogue, come together and heal. Heal, heal, heal as a nation. Prayer, meditation, whatever that looks like for you, that is such a powerful tool as well, to be able to pray, meditate, ask for wisdom, ask for discernment, ask for understanding, ask for the right words to come in and through you to come out, so that we can begin this conversation that will heal us. This whole issue is so complex. There's a complexity of issues that have come out of each generation, and within the complexity of those issues, in the complexity of those oppressions and so forth, also have come with each generation developing some means of coping with that. So you've got layers of that too. It's just an overwhelming, complex, chaotic crisis moment that we're in, but we can get through it, and we can get through it together. We just have to learn how to navigate through it and not just stop at the moment and allow our emotions and our feelings to just dominate the moment. Absolutely, all of us have emotions. We have feelings that we need to get out and express, and they need to be validated. We also need to be able to sit down and think and reason and come to some sort of permanent solution. And again, there's all sorts of ideas out there, about that as well. I hope that helps you all on this journey. Yes, we fit at 60 and beyond. You don't have to be 60 or beyond. But again, I'm challenging you all to be fit, your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, to allow your faith to help you navigate through this season. Limit the time that you're watching the news and so forth. And use some of this time because, during this particular season, it looks like we might wind up sheltering back in place. And there's some things we talked about before that you can do. Not only now, but beyond. You may be looking at this on the other side of this whole pandemic. Your faith is still key to helping you navigate through whatever issues that you may have in life, whatever challenges that you may have in life. But also the opportunity is ripe for possibilities, families being closer, families having to be together, stay together, relationships, husband and wives, having the opportunity to draw closer together or not tear apart. Having the conversations and doing the work to drawing closer together with your children. What are some things that you can do to help that process? What are the possibilities? What are some things that you have always wanted to do, you haven't had a chance to do, but now you have a chance to do? You can begin to grow those things. Practice entrepreneurship. There are a lot of things that we can begin to do to prepare us for the other side of this while we are in the midst of this and while we are navigating this season as well. So I don't want to keep you long. I didn't want to make this long, but it was just laid on my heart coming back from this particular protest. And again, you may be watching this during this particular season that we are in with the pandemic and with the racial unrest and the movement that is going on. But also if you're watching this on the other side of that some years down the road, again, your faith is still there. Your faith is still strong. You're still going to be dealing with adversities and challenges in life. Use your faith to help you navigate through. And in the meantime, while you're doing that, look at that particular season that you're in. What are the possibilities and how can you maximize that particular season? Fit at 60 and beyond. You can go to my YouTube channel, Paula G Voice, and subscribe. There are videos of Fit at 60 and beyond. Also, the Paula G Show, which airs on Wednesday evenings at 8:30 p.m. on Survival Radio Network. Those shows will now be posted on the Paula G Show group page, 8:30 on Wednesday evenings. Also on Fridays, we'll be posting some of the live remotes from past episodes also. And then there are a few other playlists on my YouTube channel. So make sure you check it out. I'm in the process of building it, on this journey of reinventing myself. That's going to be another conversation. I've been asked about that, but just on this journey of reinventing myself. And part of that is transitioning from the live radio, which I did for 6 years, and now the radio station will be going off the air at the end of this month of June 2020. So now I'm transitioning to building my YouTube channel and going to see how that works. It's a work in progress, so everything is not exact, everything is not perfect, but that's part of the journey of discovering who it is that you are, not being afraid to just try. I've already done some and I'm like, maybe I could have done this differently. Maybe I could have done that differently. But that's part of the journey. Just embrace it, open yourself to it. It does require a bit of vulnerability, and that is a challenge as well, but just embrace that journey, embrace where we are in this moment in time. I realize it's difficult. Be encouraged. We are going to get on the other side of this. We just have to learn how to navigate in our respective lives and based on our respective situations. All right? And remember,